Hey everyone, it's Kiki here. Welcome to my Amazing Cuba Travel Adventure. Today I'm going to show you some of the best locations to visit in this beautiful Caribbean island. Get ready for stunning beaches, vibrant cities, and lush landscapes. So sit back, relax, and let's dive into the vibrant culture and stunning scenery of Cuba. Alright guys, we just landed in Havana, and let me tell you, the energy here is electric. Stepping out of the airport felt like stepping back in time. Vintage cars in every color imaginable cruising down the streets, the sounds of salsa music drifting from every doorway, and the smell of fresh churros filling the air. We hopped in you guessed it, a candy apple red vintage convertible, and let me tell you, that's the only way to see Havana. First stop, El Capitolio. This iconic building is practically Cuba's version of the US Capitol building. And guys, the dome is massive. We're talking seriously impressive architecture here. Inside, the place is dripping with gold. I mean, they spared no expense. After snapping a million photos, we wandered down the Malecon, Havana's famous seawall. This place was buzzing with locals and tourists alike, all soaking up the sun and the incredible ocean views. We spent the afternoon getting lost in the maze of colorful streets in Old Havana. Seriously, every corner you turn is like a postcard waiting to happen. The buildings are painted in every shade of the rainbow, with balconies overflowing with flowers and the friendliest locals you'll ever meet. We stopped for lunch at a little family-run restaurant and dug into some authentic Cuban food. Ropa vieja, plantains, black beans, and rice. Trust me, my taste buds were doing the salsa. After a whirlwind tour of Havana, it was time to trade in the city vibes for some serious beach relaxation. Next stop, Varadero Beach. And guys, this place is the definition of paradise. Picture this, powdery white sand that stretches as far as the eye can see, crystal clear turquoise water that's practically begging you to jump in, and palm trees swaying in the gentle breeze. We checked into our resort and immediately hit the beach. I'm talking about the kind of beach where you can literally walk for miles, and the sand is so soft it feels like you're walking on clouds. We spent the day soaking up the sun, swimming in the warm ocean water, and sipping on fresh coconut water straight from the coconut. Talk about living the dream. For those of you who know me, you know I can't resist a good water sport, so naturally I had to try some snorkeling. And let me tell you, the underwater world here is just as stunning as what's above the surface. We saw colorful fish, coral reefs, and even a few curious sea turtles. If you're looking for a place to truly unwind and escape from reality, Varadero Beach is it. Next up on our Cuban adventure, we journeyed to the heart of the island, to a place called Viñales Valley. Now, this place is like something out of a storybook. Imagine rolling green hills dotted with these unique, steep-sided mountains called mogotes. They rise up from the ground like giant green thumbs, and honestly, they're unlike anything I've ever seen before. We hopped on horseback for a guided tour through the valley, and it was incredible. Oh yes, I almost forgot. Please remember to like and subscribe if you enjoy this video. It's free to do so, and I would love for you to join me on my next travel adventure. Thank you for your support. The highlight of our time in Viñales was visiting a local farmer and his family. They welcomed us into their home with open arms, sharing their stories, their culture, and of course, their delicious homemade Cuban coffee. It was such a humbling experience to connect with the locals and learn about their way of life. Get ready to be transported back in time because our next stop is Trinidad, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. And let me tell you, this town is like a perfectly preserved slice of colonial history. Cobblestone streets, horse-drawn carriages, grand mansions with colorful facades. It's like stepping onto a movie set. We spent hours just wandering through the charming streets, admiring the architecture and soaking up the lively atmosphere. There's music everywhere in Trinidad, spilling out from doorways and cafes, and the locals just have this contagious energy that makes you want to dance in the streets. Of course, no trip to Trinidad would be complete without experiencing the nightlife. We headed to Casa de la Música, an open-air club built on the steps of a grand old building. The atmosphere was electric, with live salsa bands, people dancing everywhere, and the most delicious mojitos I've ever had. Please feel free to leave your comments below. I really love hearing from you. Our next stop on our Cuban adventure brought us to Cienfuegos, a city known as the Pearl of the South. And guys, this place is stunning. Imagine a city with elegant French-inspired architecture, palm-lined boulevards, and a beautiful bay sparkling in the sunshine. We started our day with a stroll along the Malecon, taking in the views of the bay and the colorful buildings. Cienfuegos has a much more laid-back vibe than Havana, but it's just as charming in its own way. We stopped for a coffee at a little sidewalk cafe and watched the world go by. Next, we hopped on a boat tour of the bay, which is a must-do when you're in Cienfuegos. We cruised past sailboats, fishermen, and even a few dolphins. The views from the water were incredible, and it was the perfect way to say goodbye to this beautiful city. And that's a wrap on my Cuban adventure. I hope you guys enjoyed this journey through this incredible country as much as I did. From the vibrant streets of Havana to the pristine beaches of Varadero, the lush landscapes of Viñales, the charming town of Trinidad, and the elegant city of Cienfuegos, Cuba truly has something for everyone. If you're looking for a destination that's rich in culture, history, and natural beauty, Cuba should be at the top of your list. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more travel adventures. See you next time!